Hello everyone. So this video is specifically for researchers who often submit their manuscripts to reputable journals for peer review purposes, particularly those who are just starting and often do not know how to go about certain things. So assuming you are a corresponding author in that manuscript that you want to submit and you're asked to suggest reviewers, and you don't want to go ask the reviewer you have in mind, let's say someone you don't want to ask the person for his or her details, which definitely is not the right thing to do. Personally, I think is not ethical. If you want to suggest to me as a potential reviewer for your manuscript, I don't think it's ethical for you to come ask me for my affiliation, my email, and other details. Yeah, because that kind of puts me in an awkward situation. I don't like that. And that's why I prefer to review for journals that do not reveal the identity of the authors to me and do not also review my identity, reveal my identity to the authors. Of course, other people may have a different viewpoint about this, but that is the way I feel. What I would do if I were to be in your situation is to go to the person's Google Scholar profile and get those details. Like I told someone recently that information about researchers are out there. You can easily find them. You can easily get them without going to ask the researcher in question for those information, thereby putting the person in an awkward situation. I'm assuming that I am in animal breeding and genetics and I want to suggest a potential reviewer for my manuscript that I want to submit to a journal designated for animal breeding and genetics. And I have someone in mind, but I don't know his affiliation, current affiliation, and his email address. I have someone in mind who I know that's in animal breeding and genetics. Google Scholar citation for Peter Ayodeji. Okay. So Peter Ayodeji Idowu is in animal breeding and genetics, and I want to suggest him as a potential reviewer for my manuscript, but I don't want to go tell him that I am suggesting him. Of course, sometimes the journal may not eventually use those people, but they just ask you. So now this is Mr. Peter Ayodeji's Google Scholar profile. So I will look at his published articles. So if I want to know his affiliation, I'm going to look at the most recent publication that he has. So I'm seeing 2018, 2019, 2021. So I would rather go for 2021. Activity of mannose binding lectin on bacteria infected chickens. A review. I click on it. Then this is telling me that this paper is published in NDPI. I go there. So this is the paper, Activity of Mannose Binding Lectin on Bacteria Infected Chickens, is a review paper. Peter A. Idowu happens to be the first author and also from indication the corresponding author. His email address is there. So what I will just do is to click on this email. You see the email sign there. If I click on it, it's going to reveal his email address. I'm not going to do that for some reasons. So you just come here, you see this detail here. You click on it and it will take you straight to the email, as though you want to send an email to him. Then you copy it. You look at his affiliation. Number one, Department of Animal Sciences, Tshwane University of Technology, private bag, X680 Pretoria 0001, South Africa. So that is his affiliation. So this paper alone has given me Mr. Peter's email address as well as his affiliation. So I don't need to go ask him for his affiliation or his email address. And I'm also seeing other authors in this paper, so I can as well make some search about them to also know if they are in animal breeding and genetics. So I will go to the Google Scholar profile of each of these authors here, and then I'll get more details. And that way, I have been able to get suggested reviewers for my present and even future submissions. So I hope this helps someone out there. You need something about a particular researcher, please go to Google and search for that person's information. See you in my next video. Thank you for listening.